It's Ken with Mr. Truck again. I'm here at the NATDA convention in Nashville, Tennessee. I come here every year to look for the cool products. I mean, they're really cool stuff that you can use and help make trailering easier on you. So today I'm in the Tuson booth, Tuson RV Brakes, folks, and they have the best tire pressure monitoring systems I've ever seen. Of course, they got sway controls, they got brake controllers, they got all these kinds of things. And I want to go talk about the new semi Spaceballs, which are actually called the rubber sensors. But anyway, this is Raphael. He works for Tuson and he knows everything. So, Raphael, let's look at what you've got today. Come join us for the review. Okay, Raphael, let's go over these products. We're doing mostly now the tire sensors. Well, you guys brought the band one too. Yeah, let's talk about all three of those. Well, valve stems. Yeah, you got the valve stem right there. So let's show them all. You got so much offered for the tire going flat industry. You went so good to know 203 pounds of pressure to go up that high on these really big tires, and it'll show you the temperature. And it's got alerts on it that goes you high and low, and it tells you everything. So you know what's going on back there before anybody else does and before your tire blows. So, Raphael, what do we want to show us first?
So I'm going to show you our standard sensor. This either connects to our aluminum valve stem or our brass valve stem. Here you go. And for those holes, it's a 0.453 or a 0.2625 inch diameter. And for those that don't have that size, we do offer the steel band. As you can see, the sensor on the steel band. This is for larger tires that don't have the correct valve stem right there.
Cool. Yeah, I've used those on big horse trailers that have Alcoa wheels with the real small holes.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you how to pair up the system or the sensor to the receiver here. And you can either power the receiver with the cigarette lighter cable, or what I'm going to use here is the USB.
Well, yeah, USB is getting really popular now. Cool.
Right. So once it's powered on, it has 4 buttons. It has the home button, which is in the very top. It has the OK or enter, which is the second from top to bottom. And then you have the up arrow and then the down arrow way at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is press the home button for about 5 seconds. All right. Once I get to this screen, I'm going to press OK. And this is a PSI. This is the PSI screen I'm getting here. We usually set it at 80.
Yeah, we had a.
So we're gonna go ahead and keep that.
4 years.
And this is modified to 6 sensors right now.
The number of rented trailers.
Temperature, we have Celsius and Fahrenheit.
So they 10 times the size.
177. That's where we're gonna keep it at for right now.
5 times the number of employees because now they have 14 locations.
Now the sensors, you have to actually roll for them to work, right? To engage?
Right.
They want to save your batteries.
To get a reading on the receiver, you have to start rolling your trailer. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm on vehicle 1, which is usually the driver's front side. I'm gonna pair up the sensor. This is our ball sensor as
That's
well.
so cool. The ping pong balls, the space balls, those are awesome.
The standard sensor and the ball sensor, you pair them up exactly the same way. So I'm gonna go ahead and have this paired up to this receiver here using our trigger tool. So what I want to do is with this trigger tool, put it in front or just behind the ball sensor. Put the ball sensor in front. Hit OK. Press enter, and that's going to populate tire number 1 with the ball sensor ID. Simple as that. Okay. And then if I had 2 sensors, 3 sensors, 4 sensors, I would go ahead and move on to the next one by pressing OK.
All right, Michael. Take care.
And once I've done all that, I press OK to save the data into this receiver. So if it turns off, it saves it all in here. You'll get an alert before anything like that happens, so that gives you time to pull over and check it out.
Oh yeah, you got high and low. You got the beeper and the lights. That's just awesome.
Right.
Well, cool. Well, thanks, Raphael.
Thank you.
Don't go away, MrTruck.tv. We'll be right back.
Okay, this is cool. This is the new one for the semi trucks. The tractor trailers out there, that this means big bucks if this tire goes flat. And you want to know the heat, you want to know the pressure, and you want to be legal. And this is such an important product that Tucson just came out with for semi trucks, tractor trailers.
So this is our monitor for our TPMS semi-truck trailers. It pairs up to 22 tires, 22 sensors to 22 tires. It comes with a big monitor, so as you can see here. And a cool thing about that, unlike the other one, it has a built-in trigger tool. So what I'm going to show you right now is how to pair up this ball sensor to this monitor. This is our TPMS semi-truck trailer monitoring system. So what I'm going to do is there's a home button right up at the top corner. I'm going to go ahead and press that. We select truck, make wheel ID, which is very simple, touch screen. So we're going to go to tire number 1. What I'm going to do is just place the sensor right here on the bottom left-hand corner and press enter. And if you can see up here, you'll get a reading. That's the sensor ID reading. Very simple to pair up. If you have another ball sensor, select tire number 2, put it on the bottom left-hand corner again, press enter, and there you have the ID. The ball sensor is paired up to that tire.
Cool. And then that monitor is actually like a trigger. You can go and change them and everything else because you can take it out of the cab. It's got its own battery.
Right.
Yeah,
it has a
awesome.
built-in trigger, and then you can switch the tires depending on if you're switching out the tires. You could select tire 6, put it in 2, and that'll switch the sensor to that location.
Right. And some people use that if they have several trailers.
Right.
And they can just keep switching trailer tires. That's awesome.
Right.
Cool. Okay.
We also have the receiver, which is hardwired into your semi-truck. And we have these 2.4 gigahertz ball sensors. Like I said earlier, it goes up to 22 tires. So this is something that will work for your semi-truck if you have one.
Now, is it easier to add the balls than it is the valve stem system or the band system?
Yes, it is, because with the built-in trigger tool, it's easier to pair up, and you can keep the valve stems that your semi already has. So you don't have to change any of that, and it's easy to pair up.
Well, that's cool. Then you got the trigger tool, so if you ever have a problem later on or change the tire, you can always go and double check it with that monitor as a trigger tool.
That's right.
Cool. Well, thanks.
You're welcome.
Raphael, you know a lot about these things, and maybe next video we can do some of the other cool products from Tucson, the sway control, which nobody has it like this one. The direct link from Tucson, it is the brake controller that does everything you can imagine.